Hey friends, today I'm going to break down the cost of having a cat in 2022. I'm going to share with you the cost of one-time expenses of bringing a new cat home, also the annual or recurring expenses like food, litter, vet checkups, and many more. Throughout the video, I'll share some money-saving tips as well so that both your cat and your bank account can stay healthy and happy. First, let's begin with the cost of the cat. A pedigree kitten from a registered breeder can cost between $1,000 to $2,500, depending on the breed. A kitten from a breeder would usually have had their first kitten vaccine already, and you would be responsible for the remaining booster vaccines and the spay or neuter surgery. Adopting a cat from a shelter would cost around $50 to $200 depending on the age of the cat and the shelter. The adoption fee would cover all up-to-date vaccines, spay or neuter surgery, and microchipping. If you adopt a younger kitten, you'll most likely be responsible for their second and third vaccines. However, if you adopt a cat that's at least 9 months old, they usually have had all their shots done already by the shelter. Another bonus that might come with adopting a cat is that certain shelters are partnered with pet stores, and you get a goodie bag when you adopt. When I adopted Lamaikai, I got a free 2-pound bag of kitten food, an adorable blanket for my cat, and a few cat toys, and a whole booklet of PetSmart coupons that helped me save around $80 on litter and more cat food. Oftentimes people give kittens or cats away for free, or a stray might choose you as their owner one day if you're lucky, or you might stumble across a cat in need on the streets. Although the cat is free, you will still be covering the cost of their spay-neuter surgery, flea and deworming treatments, vaccines, or whatever medical expenses they need if they are sick when you got them. In my opinion, the cheapest option would be adopting a cat from a shelter. Now that you've decided how and where you want to get your cat, let's talk about all the one-time expenses that are essential when bringing a new cat home. If you brought home a kitten, the cost of each kitten vaccine shot is around $28 to $32, and they will need 3 shots in total as a kitten. No matter where you got your cat, it is important to bring the cat to your vet for a first checkup just to make sure that they are healthy. A vet consultation usually costs around $100, and a follow-up appointment within 30 days is around $80. A follow-up appointment is charged when your kitten goes back to get their second or third booster vaccines. Your cat will also need basic things such as food and water bowls, litter box, brushes, and etc. The prices that I have listed are all just an average, and they can be cheaper or more expensive depending on where you get them. Litter boxes are between $15 to over $100. The cost varies greatly because it depends on the type of litter box you choose. There are also many DIY litter box ideas online that can save you a lot of money. Or you can watch my video on how I made a top entry litter box for only $15. The link is in the top right corner of the video. Litter scoops. Plastic scoops are usually $5 each, and a metal one would be $20 to $30. Plastic scoops can break easily and may need to be replaced often, so I suggest you pay more upfront and get a long-lasting metal scoop. Make sure to pick one with a metal handle since they are much stronger and can usually last for years, so paying more upfront for a metal scoop can be much cheaper than having to constantly replace a broken plastic scoop. Plus, it's better for the environment. Food and water bowls are usually $5 to $10, but do keep in mind that your pet doesn't need a food or water bowl that's only marketed for pets. I've used glass or ceramic Tupperware as food bowls before, and my cats didn't mind at all. So any bowl with a wider base so it won't tip over easily will do the job. Pet carriers can range from $35 to $60. When choosing a carrier, pick one that will fit your cat when it's fully grown. Otherwise, if you buy a small one for a kitten, it will most likely outgrow the carrier within a year. Microchipping your cat will cost around $45. If you plan to let your cat outside, microchipping is a must in case your cat gets lost. Pet registration fee with the city varies between $15 to $50, depending on your location and whether the cat is fixed or not. The most expensive one-time cost, excluding medical emergencies, would be the spay-neuter surgery. Getting your cat fixed at a vet's clinic can cost between $700 to $900, but there is a much cheaper option, which is to get your cat spayed or neutered at a shelter. They usually charge around $85 to $130, but the waitlist at the shelter can be pretty long, so be sure to book way ahead of time. Also, certain shelters may only serve low-income families as well. Do your research and double-check to see what their requirements are with different shelters. There are always much cheaper options for food out there, but feeding your cat low-quality food could end up costing you thousands of dollars in vet bills down the road. So always put food quality before price when shopping for pet food, and remember that you don't have to spend a lot of money to get good food. There are many high quality food that are quite economical and some low quality foods that are actually more expensive than you might expect. Definitely check the ingredients, do your research, and shop around when it comes to pet food. The cost of litter depends on the type of litter you choose and how good you are at keeping up with cleaning the litter box. Generally, a cat can go through 20 pounds of clay litter per month. Sometimes pet stores have bulk discounts on litter. Definitely buy in bulk and save money if you can. Rabies vaccine must be kept up to date for the cat's entire life, so it is cheaper to get the 3-year shot since it costs less and the vaccine lasts for 3 years. For pet insurance, $30 to $50 per month can get you a plan with decent coverage, but the pet insurance varies greatly because it depends on the age, size, health, and the breed of your pets. Professional teeth cleaning can cost around $150 to $500 depending on the age, size, and whether the pet needs anesthesia will affect the cost. Pets with periodontal diseases will cost more money as well. A cheaper option would be to brush your cat's teeth with enzymatic toothpaste at home. Brushing at least twice a week can keep your cat's teeth and gums healthy and save you a lot of money down the road. For ear cleaning solutions, a bottle usually costs around $35, but they can last you a long time since you only need to clean your cat's ears when you see earwax building up. Nail trimming service at the vets or at the groomers usually costs around $10, but a cat may need to get their nails trimmed every 2 weeks to keep them under control, so nail trims done by a professional can get pretty expensive real quick. I suggest you buy a pair of nail trimmers for $10 and slowly train your cat to let you trim its nails. If you don't know how to train your cat to let you trim its nails, I do have a video linked as well on the top right corner of this video. It is natural for cats to have an urge to scratch, so getting them a scratching post or a cardboard scratcher for that purpose can save your furniture and carpets from destruction. Your cat may need monthly flea tick mite treatments if your cat goes outside or it's an indoor cat that lives with dogs that go outside, as a dog can possibly bring home fleas that might pass along to the cat. Your vet might suggest an omega-3 supplement for your cat if they suffer from dry skin or allergies. Another common supplement would be NutriCal. Sick cats or picky cats might need a boost in calories and nutrients due to not eating enough. But rule of thumb with supplements is that always consult your vet before getting your cat any supplements. I put cat treats in the optional category because I'm sure any cat would be just as happy with a piece of chicken or fish off your plate as a treat as well. On average, cat toys are $5 to $10 each. But in my opinion, you don't really have to buy toys for your cat that are marketed for cats, because you can often make your own, or cats are generally pretty good at finding things around the house to play with. An average height cat tree with several levels costs around $80. The bigger and taller it is, the more expensive it gets. But there are a lot of DIY cat tree ideas online that you can probably make for a much cheaper price. I highly recommend this one because it definitely helped my cats drink a lot more water. If your cat had made a poopy accident somewhere that's outside of the litter box, it is very important to remove the scent, otherwise your cat might smell it and think it's okay to do their smelly business there again. A pet hair trimmer is ideal for long-hair breeds to trim down their hair near their bums to prevent poopy butts or give them a summer trim without having to go to the groomers. Pheromone sprays or diffusers can be helpful in comforting a cat in a new environment or control unwanted behaviors such as spraying, scratching, and etc. Paw balms are good for winter months when you notice your cat's paw beans are getting dry or cracked. These are the other optional expenses that you might be interested in. And how can we forget the surprise expenses? One of the surprise expenses that I actually had to pay for was an antihistamine shot from my rescue kitten, Lomaikai. Sometimes cats can have an allergic reaction to vaccines, and the vet would give your cat an antihistamine shot to help with the symptoms. It costs between $15 to $45 per shot. And lastly, the worst surprise expense would be a visit to the emergency vet clinic. It is estimated that one visit can cost between $800 to $10,000 depending on your pet's needs. For example, if your cat swallows a foreign object causing an intestinal blockage, it can cost at least $3,000 to get the object removed. My best advice is to either buy pet insurance or have a habit of setting aside money each month as an emergency saving for your pet. You can also potentially lower your vet bills by taking some preventative care such as keeping your cat indoors and cat-proofing your house. By helping your cat maintain a healthy lifestyle with regular exercise, grooming, good quality food with proper portions, and overall care can save you a lot of money in the long run. As you can see, owning a cat isn't cheap, but it doesn't have to be as expensive as you think either. There are many ways to lower the cost of owning a cat. At the end of the day, your cat's quality of life relies more on the time, energy, and love you give rather than the amount of money you spend on them. If you found this video helpful, please help me out and hit that like button so that this video can reach more people, and don't forget to subscribe so that you can stay up to date whenever I release new videos. See you next time!